Hi everyone. With Halloween fast approaching and having played Alone in the Dark for my last video, I wanted to take a look at a more substantial horror game in my estimation. This is of course Silent Hill, the original for the PlayStation. Trying to get my bearings here, and I went ahead and skipped the intro. The basic premise of this game is that you're playing as this guy Harry who was driving to Silent Hill, and he crashed his car, and he found the town deserted and foggy, and his daughter was missing. So in this early part of the game, you're sort of chasing after her, trying to find her.
Where are you going?
I've been a huge fan of the series since it first came out. I bought the first Silent Hill way back in 1999, I think it was. We can see Cheryl in the mist up ahead here. And I loved it. While Resident Evil was always my first love, Silent Hill was just scarier somehow. A little more cerebral, I guess you might say. I think in this first game, the fog serves two purposes. For one thing, it helps with the load times, because you have a very short draw distance, but it also helps to increase the atmosphere as well. And unlike the pre-rendered backgrounds that you see in the first three Resident Evil games, here we have pretty much full polygon graphics. So yeah, it creates kind of a claustrophobic psychological effect when you can't really see more than a couple feet ahead of you. What is it? I like the nice jilting camera angles here. That also helps to heighten the atmosphere. It is quite literally off-kilter, you might say. It's one of the hallmarks of this game, darkness. For the time, this was some really good lighting, nice dynamic lighting effects. And here we have a wheelchair with the wheel spinning. Forgive me as I struggle with these controls. That is really creepy. And I'm pretty sure that's a symbol they took from Jacob's Ladder. It was a movie with Tim Robbins that the Silent Hill series was supposedly inspired by. Wow. Yeah, just really cerebral, chilling imagery in this game. And really throughout the entire series.
What is this? What's going
Yeah,
on here?
this game was definitely not for the faint of heart. And looky here, we have these horrible childlike things with knives, butcher knives. There's another one. Get off me, little bastard. I love it. The way you came in is blocked off. That's just an example of how this game messes with you. And it looks like I died here, but it's really unavoidable. This is just sort of an opening cutscene. I'm going to go ahead and skip through this. For copyright reasons, I've silenced the music for the same reason.
How do you feel?
Oh, like I've been run over by a truck. But I'm alright, I guess.
As with most 3D PlayStation 1 era games, the polygons do show their age, but not terribly.
You tell me what happened.
Wait a second, I'm just a tourist.
For the day, these
Came
were
here
really
for a
sharp
vacation.
graphics.
I just got here.
To be fair, this wasn't originally meant to be
I
played
don't know what happened.
in high resolution on a widescreen monitor.
I'd like to find out myself.
So yeah, that's Sybil Shepherd, I think. Or,
Have
no,
you seen a little
no, Sybil
girl?
Shepherd is an actor. This is
Just turned 7
Sybil
last
Bennett.
month. Short, black hair.
She's from the next town over,
My
and she
daughter.
got trapped here, like you.
Sorry. The only person I've seen in this town is you.
Where is everybody?
I'd tell
Everybody
you if I knew,
appears to be
believe me.
missing.
But from what I can tell, something bizarre.
So that opening scene we just saw was recreated very faithfully by the Silent Hill movie. And I do believe that's one of the best video game movies I've seen to
your name?
date. The second one was a lot less
Harry.
faithful, excuse me.
Harry Mason.
But
Sybil
of course,
Bennett.
like all video game movies, they did change up certain
police officer
things.
from Brams, the next
Harry
town
doesn't
over.
really exist as such. Or I guess he's
Phones
played
are
by
off
the
there.
Sean
And the
Bean
radio,
character
too.
in the movie,
I'm going back to call in
but
some
it's a different
reinforcements.
role. But I think Silent Hill fared much better as a movie
Hold
than,
it.
say, Resident Evil,
Where do you
or
think you're going?
really any of the other
My
ones.
daughter. I've got to find her.
Well, that's some committed parenting there.
No way. It's dangerous.
Okay, here we go. So there's a flashlight, which will be much needed later on. A health drink. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's kind of a Red Bull type thing, I guess. Oh yeah. I don't know if you saw it, but you just saw this pterodactyl thing flying by. And in this game you save with notepads. Not sure where I want to go with this video. I almost want to do a long play or something just because I haven't played this for so long. Pun not intended. Okay, there's a melee weapon, which this game does fairly well. Let's see, I guess I'll go ahead and equip this for now. Because, spoiler alert, something's about to bust through the window.
What's that? Huh. Radio. What's going
It's
on? with that
now a
radio?
famous meme. Huh, radio. What's going on with our radio? Thing looks very much like a pterodon or something. Oof, I'm so not used to these controls.
This is not a dream.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place? I think there's a way to kick them when they're down. But I guess this guy's good and dead, as evidenced by the blood pool there. So, the radio is one of the hallmarks of the Silent Hill series. It basically lets you know when an enemy is nearby. Because you're trapped in this kind of hellish, other dimension of sorts. So the map is key in this game. And as an interesting bit of trivia, all the streets are named after prolific horror or sci-fi authors. There's Bloch, named after Robert Bloch, who wrote Psycho, Matheson, Levin, Finney, Bachman, which is a pen name for Stephen King, etc., etc. Bradbury, of course. It's kind of cool to see them pay homage like that. I will always take bullets. Never say no to bullets in a survival horror game. Let's see, where am I going? Okay, we're looking for that alley again. So what is it about Silent Hill that makes it so much scarier than, say, Resident Evil or Alone in the Dark or other games of the genre? I don't know, it's just the grotesqueness of the enemies and the settings, the creepiness of the sounds, the ambiance, the fact that there's something truly evil messing with you versus, like, the virus from Resident Evil. I don't know, it just hits all the right chords, at least the first few games do. Silent Hill 2 is considered to be the best and the deepest and the most depressing in the series. 3 was a little bit of a departure, but it kind of continues the story of 1. Uh-oh, we've got some nasty skinless dogs, which you can run around if you're nimble. Oh, which I'm not, of course. And just like in the dream, let's see, how am I doing here? I should probably use that health drink. And the 4th Silent Hill game was very different because it was actually supposed to be another series, but Konami just didn't want to take a chance on it, so they sort of made it fit with the Silent Hill lore. A lot of people hate that one. I think it was the weakest of the series. I liked it. I just don't like how you have to backtrack through areas twice. I think that was kind of cheap, the way they pad the game out. To school.
Is it the Cheryl sketchbook?
Looks like a clue. Well, at least we have some sense of direction now. Then after Silent Hill 4, other companies started making it. I think they were made in the UK and in the US, and they were just a lot different. I think they had their merits, but they didn't have the old school feel, to be sure. The only Silent Hill that I really didn't like was Shattered Memories, which they made for the Wii, and I think it was eventually ported to, I want to say the PSP, but I don't think that's right. Maybe the PS2. But yeah, that one didn't let you fight at all. You were just running all the time, and the combat system was non-existent. And it was kind of a reboot of the original story, and I just didn't like it. I bought it, but I didn't like it. Now there's going to be a new Silent Hill project on, I don't know if it's the Xbox One or the PS4. Didn't really do my homework there. So the melee combat is passable in this game. If your timing is right, you can kill enemies with just a pipe. At least you have some reach there. Yeah, your timing and placement do have to be spot on, though. A lot of these roads are blocked off. They just sort of end in a bottomless pit. Which is cool. I mean, it helps with the feeling of isolation. You know, there's no escape. You can't just get back in your car and drive away. So the thing about all Silent Hill games is they present you with what look like big worlds that are all just window dressing. You know, in the apartment complex in the second game, all the doors are locked except for a few. And here we have what look like a lot of houses, but only a very few of them are actually accessible. And you have to do a little bit of exploring to find them. Whoops. Oh. I think I better use the gun since there's a second one around. This game does give you sort of an auto aim, and it doesn't hurt, frankly. So yeah, there's that kick that you finish them off with. Otherwise they do sometimes get back up. And that's not good. What are you talking about? There's a dog right there. Eh. I thought there was a key in here or something. Again, it's been a solid few years since I played this. Okay, so this door tells you it's locked, so that is a viable one. Where am I going? There's another blocked path. No, it's not a good idea to waste my ammo on early enemies like this. Let's see, is this a real door? No. A much needed health drink, the way I play. To be fair, I used to be pretty damn good at this. Whoops, I need that now. Do I dare try the pipe? Yes, timing. There we go. Is he dead? Guess I should be going this way. Although I feel like there's some key or weapon or something that I'm missing around here. Sometimes the camera angle sort of clues you in, like so. Doghouse, 11th Street. Yeah, wasn't I already messing with that? realizing that to the viewer this is probably like watching paint peel. Wondering if I should edit some of this out. If not, I could always market it as an ASMR video or something. Running around the deserted streets of Silent Hill, occasionally engaging an enemy. What's this? Whoops. Can I go this way? Get off me. Wow, I'm really getting off the beaten path here. Whoops. Hello, goodbye. Oh yes, sweet, sweet ammo. I will take that. See ya. You know, I'm a guy, so I'm not gonna stop and ask for directions. Flying things are pretty easy to evade if you run in kind of a zigzag pattern. Where am I going? Ooh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Wonder if that's Sybil's car. So the map is vital because it at least marks which ways you can't go. This is a bit intense. I'm sure this is blocked off too, but maybe I'll find some items. Okay, here we just have like some kind of wall. No bullets or anything. Whoa. Alright, by process of elimination, let's see which way is even left. Well, that note said something about the doghouse on 11th Street. Maybe I'll go back and check that out. Again, time has made my memory a little bit fuzzy. So I'm on Bachman, and I will just hang a left on Levin. Whoops, no, I'm not. Sorry. One thing that's impressive about this first Silent Hill game is that it gives you a very large area and no discernible loading times. I don't know if the fog has something to do with that. Okay, we're looking for a doghouse. Seriously? You would think he would have marked that on the map or something. Doghouse, come on. Up, there we go. Oh, okay, maybe I pushed the wrong button before. Well. First aid kit. Why can't I take it? Nothing special. That reminds me of Alone in the Dark, man. Nice utilitarian kitchen. Oh, I guess I better save. Is this a map? Come on, I see something useful right there. There we go. Oh, I need 2 more keys. Lovely. Well, perhaps all that running around wasn't for nothing. Let's see where I still can go. Need 2 more keys before I can get to the school. Anything I can take here? No. I want to kill those guys, but I feel like they're just a waste of bullets. A very aggravating waste of bullets. Let's see what is over here. Queen Burger. Poston Market. They show a little bit of humor in the names of businesses and so forth. Okay, we have a big circle here. Why? Oh, okay, okay. Cool. So with the keys, we have kind of a Wizard of Oz theme, which is cool. Silent Hill actually has a lot in common with Wizard of Oz. It's kind of a darker retelling in a way. It's about being whisked off to a fantasy world, only in this case a horrifying one. Okay, where to now? Ugh. I need one more key. So from a realtor's perspective, Silent Hill has a lot of quaint, small-town charm. Nice homes, plenty of businesses, good walking, virtually no traffic. Yeah, it's a little bit evil and hellish though for my tastes. Nice place to visit, I wouldn't want to live there. Is there anything here I can go into? No. Oh, nice. Nice and adequately dark in here. No, there's got to be something good. I see a health drink. Yes, please. There's a save point, always handy. Yes. Okay, so there's just the matter of that last key. Wonder if I missed something back at the cafe. So there have been volumes written about the Silent Hill mythos, if you will. There's a lot of psychology behind it, and it never hits you over the head with any kind of solid explanation. You know, it sort of alludes to demon worship. In fact, the final boss from this game looks very much like the Judeo-Christian devil. And it's mentioned that there are evil rituals going on and so forth. But the town itself seems to call people who are troubled or guilty of something. And the people that show up there seem to be stuck in this kind of purgatory like this. This is the foggy, misty world. And it transitions between that and the hellish otherworld, as they call it in this game. I was hoping to get to that, but it doesn't look like I'm going to here. And different people seem to see different monsters. You know, that the town sort of is what you bring with you. And that's all very interesting. I think that level of depth is what makes it scarier, I guess, than Resident Evil. Oh, what have we here? A dog's head. Looks like someone played basketball with it. That's not gruesome at all. Wow, I just totally found that at random. It was not really marked on my map or anything. At least I don't think it was. No. Oh, I guess there was a dot there. I just didn't notice it. Alright, let's get back to that house now. So survival horror is actually one of my favorite genres of games, and I play them right. I'm playing this in the dark now, just as I played all the other Silent Hill games. I'm a fan of the first few Resident Evil games. I like Dead Space. They're just really a lot of fun. I don't like horror movies that much. I think they've become too exploitative in the last few years, and not very creative, not very imaginative. Not much effort has gone into the writing. They've just turned into these kind of disturbing bloodbath, gore porn, as they call them. Or slasher films, which are just formulaic as hell. But games, you actually control the outcome. You know, they usually have a fair amount of puzzle action going on. Nothing major, but just things that you have to figure out on your own. And I just really enjoy the atmosphere of them. Okay, here's that doghouse place. Boom. Boom. I realize this is a horrible first installment if I do decide to make this a series, but, I don't know, maybe I should have fast-forwarded through everything on here. Yep, as we can see, it's getting dark. That's what I was waiting for. And there's the flashlight. I always get nervous when a game loads you up on ammo and healing items. It kind of psychs you out, like, uh-oh, what's coming? I like the snowfall. I think in the game it's actually snow, and in the movie it is, like volcanic ash. Because the movie was based loosely on Centralia, Pennsylvania, which really does have a coal fire burning underground, which will be burning for hundreds of years. Okay, so that got us past the blockade. I'm not going to go for too much longer, but I do want to at least show a little bit of the dark world. Maybe get us up to the school. So yeah, this is really claustrophobic and atmospheric because you can literally only see like 3 feet in all directions. And of course there are monsters here even in the dark. Probably more of them now. Let's see. Just because I'm a completionist, I'll see if I can go this way. Ooh, health drink. Oh, ammo. Ammo and a health drink. Woohoo. Here, doggy. Oh. Yeah. I like the way he kind of tracks. There's a little bit of tracking and a little bit of auto-aim, and you kind of need it. Otherwise it would be a lot harder. I'm playing this on the normal difficulty. Got about a dozen health drinks, or 9, so I might as well use one. Yep, the best way to play games like this is late at night, in the dark. Maybe you've had a drink or two, that sometimes heightens the experience. Sad that so many of my fondest memories revolve around, playing games like this. I think the night I got my driver's license and could finally legally drink, I went and bought some beer or something, had a couple, and I think I played Silent Hill 3. That was like my celebration. Gotta get my bearings here. Okay. Wow, did I somehow overshoot the school? I have to check just to see if there are any goodies here for me. Doesn't look like it. I think there's a school bus with some kind of power-up in there. Or I shouldn't say power-up, it's either ammo or a healing item. Ah. Bad dog. was satisfying. Again, if your timing is good, the combat is pretty satisfying in this one. I think that element was sorely lacking from Shattered Memories. Ooh, 2 health drinks. Very nice. Why am I not taking it? Oh, because I'm pressing the wrong button. You take the X, you press the X to activate or use something. Ooh, and bullets. Oh no, that's a save point. Okay, I'm going to save here, and I'm going to cut the video off. I'm sorry it was so tedious. I think I am going to do another one in the next few days, and hopefully it'll be a little more interesting. Thank you very much for watching.